Hello and welcome back to RimWorld. Now, first off, I will say that I am very sorry that I couldn't continue my previous RimWorld Let's Play. Unfortunately, I've been waiting, this long for mods to update. Unfortunately, some of the mods that I was using in that last playthrough have never been updated, and there are a couple of reasons why they haven't been. But it just meant that I couldn't reload that game without it causing problems, bugging out and all sorts of stuff. I did try several times to sort of remove mods, add different mods that would adjust it, and no matter what I did, it just kept running into problems. So that's why I hadn't been back to RimWorld for quite a while. And that's why I couldn't actually continue that series. But I decided, okay, those mods are never going to get updated, so do I just leave RimWorld forever, or do I start again? And of course I decided, well, let's start again. So we are starting a brand new colony, and we have a brand new mod list. So we are using the core, obviously, because otherwise nothing works. We're going with industrial rollers once again, because I do think these are very useful things. We've then got Project RimFactory. Now, one of the mods that we had in our previous Let's Play was a part of this mod, but the mod developer sort of abandoned the previous mod, and he had like 3 or 4 mods that he was running at once, and he rolled them all into a single sort of mod, which he's obviously called Project RimFactory. So as he's done that and made this new mod, he's sort of abandoned the older ones. So the older ones will still work in older games, but they won't work with the newer game. So yeah. We've then got RBSE Hardcore Edition. So this is for bionics and prosthetics and so on and so forth. Healing scars with surgery, all sorts of stuff like that. So yeah, I'm thinking we're going to use this mostly because, let's face it, at some point I'm going to break someone's spine and need to replace it. So yeah. We've then got the repair workbench. One thing that always annoys me in RimWorld is finally get hold of a really good piece of armor or a really good weapon, and then the durability runs out and that's it, it's thrown away. This changes that. You can build repair packs, and then you can repair the durability of the items. The repair packs work on weapons, on armor, on anything with a durability, basically. You can repair them. They're not exactly cheap all the time, and they only restore like 5% durability, so if you've got something that's at 5% durability, you're going to need a damn few of these things to actually fix it. So it balances out. We've then got Efficient Light, for the simple reason that I can't stand that the lamps in this game cost 75 power. It's just ridiculous. And I want to light up my buildings, So, kind of a necessary thing. To have lights. Otherwise your pawns get a bit upset. So by reducing the cost of the lights, I don't have to fill up half of my map with solar panels, for example. We've then got Advanced Generation. Same thing. By the late game, you are using so much power that the in-game power generation isn't really efficient. So this adds sort of an upgrade to all of the different power generations in the game. So it just sort of doubles the power output of, each thing. So the solar panel gives you double the amount of power that a normal solar panel gives you. It is balanced because they cost a fortune. Plus you actually have to research them, so it's not just giving you free tech. Then we've got more sculptures, because let's face it, more sculptures is better. It just adds a load of new statue types, so it just adds more variety, because after a while you seem to see the same sculptures over and over again. With this, lots of them. We've then got colony management, or colony manager, and this is a really good mod for the simple reason that it lets you set quotas, it lets you set things for animals, it lets you set like the amount of wood that you want, and as soon as you get lower than that amount of wood, it will just send people off to chop wood down. So it takes a lot of the micromanagement that you have to go through out of the equation completely. And let's face it, if we're going down the whole, factory setting of, industrialization, kind of helps to be able to sort of manage that in a better way. We then have trading economy. So this adds in, I think it's 6 different companies that all have their own speciality and all have sort of their own thing. So you'll have a particular trading company that just buys and sells wood or ore. You'll have another one that just makes furniture to sell, and so on and so forth. So it lets you sort of take out a whole portion of the game, if that makes sense. So, you've mined your map to extinction. There is no iron left. There's no ore whatsoever left on your map. Well, you can just buy it. And then, you can make stuff with it to sell that lets you buy more. So on and so forth. And it adds a whole new element to the game where, again, if you're industrializing stuff, well, you buy the wood, you make a bed, you sell the bed. You end up with a net profit, and you can do that. So it just adds a whole new layer to the game. But that's my current mod list. If there's any mods you guys can think of that you think would be beneficial, let me know. I am always open to adding more mods. Mods make everything better. So we are going to start a new colony. We're just going to go with crash landed as, the simple startup method. Ooh, should we go with Randy? Should we go with completely random? I don't know. Hell, why not? Hell with it. If we're gonna go Randy random, we may as well go with Rough. Like that. Oh, this is gonna be terrible, isn't it? Globe. Yeah, let's stay at 30%. There's no point going too ridiculous. And generate. While I have a sip of hot chocolate. There we go. So, as you can see, there is a heck of a lot more going on the map this time. So, these are all the new companies that are around. So, we've got the trading securities, we've got the import, technologies import company, we've got the mining industry company, so on and so forth. Military industry. So again, they just add extra things on and around the map. It would be a nice thing to be near as many of these companies as possible. I mean, here adds some good road links. We'd end up with 3 companies near us, another settlement near us. We could go somewhere like that, because again, I've always liked and preferred to be near mountainous terrain. It just gives you that option of digging into the terrain if you want to. Or we could go this end of the map. I mean, wow. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 all on a single road. That would be too close though to that other settlement. I don't think it'd let us build there. Tell you what, I will have a look around the map and I will bring you back when I find a location that I want to settle down in. So I will catch you guys in a moment. Okay guys, so I have had a look around the map and I have found where I want to go. So we're going just here. We are between a pharmaceutical shipping, a technological import company, and a trading securities. And if we have a look at the terrain, so that's something I hadn't noticed. 2.0 for year of disease frequency. Damn. But yeah, so special feature of this area is caves. We've got a year-round growing period, and the reason that I'm going for this, yes, having a year-round growing period will make it easier. However, considering we've just set Randy Random on us, I think it balances out a little, you know? Yeah, we'll be able to grow constantly, but lots of bad stuff is probably going to happen to us, so it kind of works itself out. So yeah, that I think is where we're going. Okay. What the heck? Left behind? This is all different. Okay. Well, I will... Can I... Oh, wow, I can actually... So it gives me loads of extra options and then I can swap. Wow, okay, that's... Wait a minute. These are my old... What? These are my not... Like... Oh... Like, are these not the people from my old colony? I think some of them are. I mean, I'm pretty sure you are. I have to check this. Because how I check this is going to be another matter. If you guys give me a minute, I will be back. Well, I suppose... You won't really notice as a minute, it'll be a second, so be right back, guys. Okay, I have had a quick look. Massive coincidence that he has the same name. Ah, I got so excited there. Never mind. Well, I am gonna work my way through these guys for a little bit and find some decent ones, and then I will show you what our team consists of when we're ready to start. So I will be back in another second, guys. Okay, guys, and we are back. Sorry if this episode is a lot of cuts, but it takes quite a bit to start up an episode of RimWorld, and a lot of it is just boring, randomised constantly, so yeah, you probably don't want to see that. But let me introduce you to our group. We have Sarah Lupa Petrov, a female colonist, age 27. She's not incapable of anything. She's a jogger and she's an optimist, so both beneficial traits there. No health injuries, no relationships. She's good with social. She's also good at growing and cooking, so I think I know what she's going to be doing most of the time. We've then got Tyler Hodges, who is incapable of caring or social. She's got a green thumb, which doesn't really matter because her growing is so down. She's also depressive, so she has a permanent mood effect of -12, which is kind of a bad thing, but she's also a decent shot, very good with melee, good at construction, very good at mining, so that's why we're bringing her along. She's only 23 as well, so pretty young. Then we have Charles Zillionaire, who is 20 and incapable of artistic, cooking and cleaning. Psychopath, gonna be interesting. Careful shooter. Doesn't really have much skills in shooting or melee. Does have good skills in social. Let's face it, psychopath would have very good skills in social. Good with animals, also has a passion for animals. Very good doctor. If you can, as you can see down here, we have team skills. Our highest shooting is 6. I think that's with Hodges. It is. Again, highest melee is Hodges. Medicine, cooking, you know, our stats are up there. Most of them have a decent-ish stat. Intelligence is the lowest one, but considering that Charles has a passion for it, he'll probably grow, you know, into a very good researcher. But we are going to start the game and generate the map. I must admit, I'm very happy to be doing RimWorld again. It's just such a fun series. So, the three of you awaken in your cryosleep sarcophagi to the sound of sirens and ripping metal. You barely get to the escape pods before the ship is torn apart. Sometime later, you land on this unknown RimWorld. As pieces of the shredded ship fall around you, you start making plans to survive. Boom. So, straight away we are next to a panther. Might be a bad thing. Wow, there's mushrooms. Are they edible? I love that's my first thought. Wow. Okay, so when it said there were caves, there really are caves, aren't there? Infestation straight away down that cave. Okay. But I mean, we could take one of these sort of caves as our home and sort of expand it out a bit. Definitely do something like that. Does sort of shred the landscape as well, unfortunately, a little bit, but okay. No, we could work with that. We could work with that. Steam vents. Right, we've got one there. One there. Another one there. I mean, the reason I'm looking for the steam vent is because I always like setting up near one, because eventually they become useful. Another one there. Okay, so there's a few around. Closest one to us is there. That's also the entrance to this cave system. But this cave system's got quite a few different ways in, really, doesn't it? I mean, we're right on the edge of the map there. Well, we've got a ship chunk just sitting in there, okay. Yeah, I can see us moving into this area, clearing out some of the extra rock and stuff and making this our home. Got a marsh just up there. Another ship chunk. Yeah, okay, I'm liking this. Right, now, first off, all the weapons and everything else. Unforbid it. And unforbid all that, and unforbid all of the steel I can see. Right. The other option I've got, of course, is we could go with a base on the outside, like not dig into the rocks this time. Nah, I think we're going to end up inside the rocks. It's just a better place to be, isn't it? No, I don't want a draft looper. I want what's behind it. There we go. Right. So. Character. You're gonna get the bolt action rifle. you're going to get the handgun, or the revolver, okay, and Looper's going to get the knife. Is that our pet? We have a cat as a pet. Well, okay then. Are you gonna... Oh, okay, you're a bit ill. Thank you. Right, all three of you. Draft. Come here. Shoot the panther. Probably a good idea not to get Looper shot, isn't it? Mistakes were made! How are you, Looper? Couple of scratches, nothing too serious. Okay. The reason that I wanted to kill that thing is because starting right next to it, really didn't want it to decide that we were dinner. Okay. So, at the moment, I am just going to leave everyone's work as it is, because, you know, it will put it in the best possible set for the moment. Okay. So, first thing we really want is a couple of buildings as sort of a stockpile and a bit of a group bedroom. So, structures. We'll just go with wooden walls because, yeah, again, we don't really need it to be massive, we just need it to work. There we go. Couple of doors here and there. So that will be our stockpile. And I suppose just inside there can be our dumping stockpile for now. Get rid of that bit. There we go. And speed up a little, shall we, guys? Right. And we'll just have a couple of sleeping spots. Looper immediately going to get tended, and I put those down in the wrong spot. Okay, there we go. Yeah, this is good. Get some stuff built. Now, I very much want to harvest these mushrooms and see what they are, because I have no idea. As Looper's sort of healing at the moment, she's not actually doing anything. Okay, assign work. There we go. Wow, Hodges has sort of passion for cooking, but she's only got a 1 level in it. Wow, that hurts. Right, all of you can do plant cutting. May as well. Although actually no, it's better to only let the people that are good at growing do the plant cutting, isn't it? Then again, all of you aren't, like, none of you are terrible at plant cutting, or growing rather. Like, with a 4, you're not terrible at it. So yeah. You can be a researcher as well. I know I said I wouldn't do this, but yeah, I ended up doing it anyway. Right. Firefighting, patient, doctoring, and bed rest. They are the main priorities. And flick. If I tell something to be flicked on or off, I want it done. both of you can do wardening jobs because you're very good at it. You can be the primary handler. Growing. You're going to be my primary grower, which makes you the primary plant cutter as well. You're going to be the primary cook. You can do some cooking. I'm going to limit the cooking anyway, so she'll end up building up her skill making kibble and stuff like that eventually, so not that much of a problem. You're definitely going to be the primary hunter, however. You're also the primary miner and builder, because, yeah. So cooking's a low on her priority list. Hauling and cleaning, yeah, do it when there's nothing else to be done, basically. Same as research. Manage, I want as a priority 2. Because if there's managing to do, it's, you know, for a reason. Same with you. I want managing at level 2 because the manager will prioritise hunting and stuff like that. So, yeah, kind of needs to be on there. And all of that doesn't matter. You can do it when there's time available. So, yeah, that's fine. Okay, so raw fungus. Does that mean they're just going to eat it? Well, okay then. Let's chop down some trees, give us some extra wood to work with. Okay, so starting in a rainforest might not be a bad idea. Okay. But that is where I am going to end this episode, guys. So we've just about got us a sort of rudimentary shelter. Next episode we will start looking at actually expanding into a cave system, maybe clearing out some of the hives and stuff that are around, because wow, there are more of them than I thought. There's one there. Where else? Ooh, there's loads of food for us. Might have to go and get that. Wow. There's another one there. So we've got one there, one down here. Okay, the caves are kind of scary then. At least for the moment, considering my guys are kind of rubbish. Especially with fighting. Huh. Might have to do something about it. I might be living outside until I build up enough stuff to go and take them. Yeah. Right, so guys, thank you very much for joining me. I hope you guys are as excited at RimWorld returning as I am, and I will see you next time.